is one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
All right, so here is the heavyweight power threat, Francis Ngannou. Couple of outliers on his resume, the weird fight against Derek Lewis, but he came back in a big way. Back-to-back knockouts of Curtis Blades and Cain Velasquez that put him right back into heavyweight title contention.
If you're a fan of the sport and you see a young fighter like Francis Ngannou, that's exactly the type of response you want from him when he had a rough go. Go back to the drawing board. Come back remotivated. Focus on the task at hand. Start knocking people out. Get back. Use what got you to the show in the beginning. In the knockout of Blades, in the knockout of Cain, show that Francis Ngannou is once again ready to move himself back into title contention.
And his knockout of Alistair Overeem in 2017, the knockout of the year, according to most.
Spaceship.
Overeem still in orbit.
Yes, he is. He has to be.
Touch him up, and we are underway. All right, so lofty expectations for this matchup as round one gets underway. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but on the other, truly a fighter who can do it.
And that guy will usually have the advantage on paper. When you're a striker, at this guy's level, that will normally balance out whatever advantage the other guy has.
I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury!
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use this tonight.
Nice jab. Oh! These are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold, know when to fold.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty... Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. An uppercut in.
opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Here's Bruce Buffer. So there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they...
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Thinking this arena right now, two of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the... Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. He's giving him so many different things right now. That landed clean.
Fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some real good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy.
He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad now. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Now he's on top of him. What is that doing? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming, so back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, let's re-rack the highlight now, DC, and he's certainly going to enjoy watching this one back. The head kick was there early, it was there often, and ultimately ended the night for his opponent.
He found a weakness in his opponent's game. The left kick over and over again.
We set it inside the octagon for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer. And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoy the birthday of kids, right?
Yeah.
When you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. He should be very proud of the work he did.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. Can you get the kickboxing matches tonight?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab. Right. And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
He continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, lands an uppercut to the head
smarter fighter if you land those types of shots. Look back to Mike Tyson in his prime. He landed those over and over again to put guys to sleep.
Oh, nice job there to land the knee strike to the body, again making great use of his length in this matchup. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just singing out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Oh man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his
Man,
way.
get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're gonna have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
All right, so he continues to land that patented jab and keeping his opponent at bay.
You can know that it's coming, but until you're in there with the speed and the power of that jab is something you can't really prepare for. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh.
An uppercut landed.
Outstanding output on both sides. Oh. Well, good news, bad news, right? The strike there lands, but just not much steam on it because his gas tank seems to be on the verge of empty.
The gas tank is completely empty. All that button mashing did you no good. You wasted your energy, you wasted your time. Now it's just a matter of when your opponent decides to finish. What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot. Look at him whip his hip. Oh, that kick. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got to be shooting very bad.
Herb Dean steps in.
He got it.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught. He wanted to make sure he kept the judges out of the equation. Mission accomplished on that front as he gets the TKO victory here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling, he used his elbows, he used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision. So the celebration is